Vroom vroom. Mr. Saltibus.
Okay, I'm here to help the second violin part of the Wizard of Oz. We're working on measures 31 through 92. Let's see here. So I first start off in G major, so only one sharp in the key signature. I'm also looking at low 2 on the A string, high 2 on the D string. Okay, so just keep those two in the back of your mind. The first thing we start off with is low 2 on the A string with the down bow. Here we go. Make sure you count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. High 2 here. Regular 1. Low 1. 2, 3. And that was slow. So now I'm going to take it to real speed now. Okay, try it with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, the slow. High 2. Low 1, open string. Then rest. And then start here. Okay, so down bow here, down at the frog. You see how it looks? If you start here, you don't have enough to really play for the first note. Okay? Then you have another rest. So watch this little sequence. I just came from playing open D on measure 36. 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. So right on the beats, okay? What's confusing is measure 38 and measure 36 are very similar, but the problems are when they go to the next measure, only one of them actually plays on the downbeat in the next measure. So listen again. Open D. 2, rest. Rest, rest. Rest. Alright, so now try it with me. Slowly. Ready, play. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, rest. 2, 3. And make sure you do accents and big lifts. Okay, now try it up to speed. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest, rest. There's the caesura, the 2 lines there. Make sure, that's a big pause, so make sure you're getting ready to reset here. Watch how I'm going to play this. Okay, try that again. Watch the bowing. I even messed up on the bowing a little bit, so watch it here. Just make sure you're playing up on the first 2 notes here. This is pick up to 39. So the first the 2 notes before measure 39. So up bow, then down bow here, and then up bow slur, up bow again, and then the down bow. So that last part, F sharp G E, F sharp G E. So it'll flow. It'll feel like you're supposed to do that. Then up bow here, down, rest. I made a mistake. It was the C sharp again that you would probably play. So watch again. It sounds better with the low 2. Some people are saying, well, it sounds better with the high 2. Well, you need to think about other instruments and how your part matches with theirs, not always about what you are playing. Okay? So you just came from measure 41. We're playing 42, pick up. Make sure it's low 2. The primary mistake will be high 2. So please try to mark that for me, please. Okay? Then you continue, so listen again. So watch out here because you have the low 2s on the A's, high 2s on the D, so you need to watch out for that. Also, 44 looks a little familiar with the low 4. Again, instead of though them putting like in measure 20, it says G sharp. Now they're using the same note. It's the same note, remember? So they're also putting A flat. So in measure 44. So you can see the comparison between measure 20 and measure 44. Okay. I'm going to start back over again. Pick up to 42. That note before 42. Okay? You don't have to do the lifts. Matter of fact, do not do the lifts. So. Okay? Let's start back over here. Let's try it together. Pick up to 42 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Low 2, high 2, high 2 again. Low 2, low 4. Okay. What I would do is I would put on measure 46, down, up, down, lift. Okay, so I would definitely do the lift on after the third beat. So down, up, down, lift, boom. So that way you get a real big accent like it's asking for, especially on the lower string. So it's going to take a little bit more power. Let's go through that. I'm going to go through it slowly first so that way you can play along with me. I'm going to start at measure 31 all the way to 47. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Use your fourth finger here. High 2, 2. 4, 1, 2, low 1, then open D, 1, 2, 3, lift, 2, 3, 1, rest, then wait for the conductor. Here we go. Now instead of the cellos and basses playing, you now are playing now. Lift. Down, up, down, down. Okay, don't forget about that. Now let's try it at full speed. Ready, and 31, go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. Finger here. High 2 next. Low 1, 2, 3. Lift. 2, 3. Rest. Wait. Ready. Play. ahead and practice that section for a while before moving on. We're going to move on though right now. We're at measure 47 where it says Misterioso, very mysterious. Cellos and basses and violas are going to have something more like 1, 2, a little slower, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then you come in on the triplet, sounds about this speed. So ready? One, actually, and it's fast too. 1, 2, 3. So it feels slow because everybody's going to be playing more half notes and quarter notes rather than some of the eighth notes and 16th notes, which is what we just came from. So again, here we go. I'm going to start at measure 48. I'm going to give you 3 count, come in. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Also, there's an accelerando at measure 52 there. It says accelerando e crescendo, so it means get faster and get louder. So here, the second time, you're going to play this the first time, and then the second time you're going to come in faster, louder here. Okay, and we'll explain why in a little bit. Make sure you get this down though. Let's try that again. Back to measure 48. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, 3. Faster. So, the next part is supposed to be the speed. Okay, so you want to build that speed up to get to that speed. So for right now, we're going to build faster. Alright? So that's the spot there that most people know that part. Ding dong, the witch is dead, measure 55. So we'll get there. Start at measure 55 now. Here we go. Starts with a big marcato. Marcato means really abrupt and harsh on the string pretty much. Try to get a clear sound, which is sometimes difficult to get at first, so practice doing that. So, okay, go about that speed. Here we go. Ready, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 55. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch out for measure 57 and 58. You have high 2s on the G string. You want to stretch those just a little bit more, just so that way you sound. Some of you guys will probably play. So you want to make sure that it sounds more of a, happy situation rather than a sad situation. So go back to measure 55. Now we're going to play it in tempo. It's about this speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 55. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same speed going on. Rest, 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 rest. Talk about that part, measure 68. That's the problem spot a little bit for most people, but it's not too difficult. 3, open, low 2, then leave that low 2 there, low 1, then open. So try it with me slowly. Then get faster at it. Then the next part, measure 70, make sure you stretch the 3, because you're coming from, low 2 and low 1. That 3 is probably going to be in a misplaced spot. So make sure you stretch the 3 just a little bit so it sounds correct. So that's the note you want. Okay, so now let's go back to measure 63. Ready, and play, go, rest, 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 rest. So going on, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's talk about this part. We're at measure 73. That's where the problems begins. You can do measure 71. That one's easy. 71 and 72 are fine. 73, 4th finger, no open E's. You don't want to use open E's here. It doesn't make sense. So you want to make sure that everything sounds beautiful. It doesn't matter how fast it is most times either. So 4th finger, and then high 3. So 3 and 4 touch each other here. So 4. I would practice that just for a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm also counting in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Try that again. Ready, and play, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. The next part is low 3 or regular 3, just regular 3. But 3 and 4 naturally do not touch, right? So G to A don't touch. So you're moving that 3 back to normal 3. With the low 2. So watch out for that. Okay, so now let's practice that together. Measure 73 and measure 74 only. Here we go. 1, 2, the speed, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pretty easy. Then you have high 2 at measure 75. C sharp, right? It even has a sharp on there. Make sure it's regular B, then B flat, then open A there. You can play open A. Okay? So, 73 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a little faster now. You want to get it up to tempo. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to do it without counting so you can hear what it sounds like. I'm going to start at measure 71. Then going on, measure 77, so A, 2, 3, and then down bow, right? So pretty, you can figure that out, pretty simple stuff. Measure 79, you're going to continue now, here we go. Ready, and play, go. Rest, rest. Watch out here at measure 84, okay? So you use your 4, not your open there. Then it asks for, the notes are clearly written here, E, E again, and then E flat. So make sure you're playing the same two notes twice, same exact notes, then play the different note and as E flat. So, okay. So go back to measure 83. Sounds like this. So let's play that slowly. Ready and slow go. Okay, then going on, measure 85, accent here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then going on, measure 89, sounds very familiar. Something similar to, you know, something we played earlier on in that measure. So, like for instance, 83, it sounds very similar. So 89 sounds like this. Watch out for measure 92. Remember, sharps, flats, naturals, any accidental always last for the full measure until it says something different. So right here at the beginning of measure 92 it says F natural. There's another F in that measure. It's also going to be F natural. So there's no F sharp yet that has changed. Naturals, sharps, flats, they all last for the full measure until the next measure. You can change it, or there's another accidental right after another one. So let's go ahead and practice that. Low 2, 1, low 2. Slowly. Okay, so nothing crazy, pretty simple stuff. I'm going to go back to, let's see, let's try and measure 48, okay, where we started the second half of this. Okay, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and then you come in with a triplet. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Get faster, louder. 2. Rest, 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 rest. 2, 1, slow down. I forgot to mention this. At measure 87, there's a polka retard. So you're going to slow down very little by little, right? So as you get to the dim part at measure 89, which means to get soft, start to slow down. And there goes that eagle eye with the eagle eye symbol, which means a fermata, and it also means to hold that note. The conductor is going to tell you what to do next, okay? So what I'm going to do is hold and look at the conductor, and then he probably will ask you to pause just so you can take a breath and move on to the next thing, okay? So that is measures 31 through 92. I'll play one time straight through, no mistakes or anything like that, so you can hear exactly what it sounds like. Listen to it maybe once or twice, and then after you've done that, go ahead and see how far you can get every single time. You want to try to get this part down. This is the bulk of the piece. Okay, here it is. 31. So about 1, 2, 3, 4. That speed. 1, 2, ready, go. too. It even got me as well. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Sorry, I messed up on a bowing for some odd reason. Here we go. 63. Rest. 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 Okay, so I tried my best not to make mistakes. This is a difficult part, so you got to watch out for the low twos and the high twos. Bowing's also a killer, so you want to practice a lot of minutes on that for sure. Okay, good luck.
Vroom, vroom. Mr. Saltibus.